So I was really terrified that if I was, that I was ruining my relationship when I would discipline my kids. I really thought that every time I raised my voice or yelled at them or gave them a timeout or something, I was completely sabotaging my relationship. All right, so things are great now, but let's rewind to how things were before.
Yes, okay, so that button pusher of mine really made me worried because I was terrified about my relationship with him because I was on him all the time, that I was really afraid that he was going to be one of those kids at Thanksgiving time when you're at the water cooler at work and you're like, oh God, I gotta go home and see Mom, you know. And that tore me up. I have to be honest about it. Sometimes I would roll over so my husband wouldn't see me, and I would cry into the pillow at night. I was so afraid.
Yeah.
I would be so firm with him. He was the kind of kid that you had to be extremely firm, often loud, and very, like really intense eyes. That's the kind of kid. My daughter, she would probably faint if I did that. So I would be this way with my son. And then 5 minutes later,
Yeah,
Mommy.
yeah.
And my husband would be with his mouth hanging open like, you just basically pinned him to the wall like a military sergeant, and there he is,
Yeah.
he loves you. I cannot believe it.
My daughter was my button pusher, my youngest, and I mean, she
The
was
fabulous one now.
the fabulous one. She's so, yeah, she's great now. But oh God, she was really, really, really hard. And so I had to do the same sort of thing. I felt like, oh, maybe I shouldn't, because, you know, they couldn't stop loving me. When we started working together on all of this, we, for like a week, said, I can't believe it.
Yes.
I just, disciplined, and she gave me, came up 2 minutes later and gave me this big hug.
Spontaneously. It was so amazing to us. The pathway to developing a good relationship and the pathway to being the one in charge are two different things. It's like going to New York and San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
They're two entirely different things that one does. You have to do them both. Still had to discipline my son, but now I could balance it with maybe 15 minutes later if I wanted to. I would go and be playful with him. So I would balance the two things. So I was being the one in charge and I was disciplining him because I knew that I was not going to lose his love because I knew what to do, which was, for me, revolutionary.
Yeah.
Like, yay,
Yeah.
they're two separate things. And to us, that was really exciting
Yeah.
because it's something I could do.
Yeah, suddenly it felt like, oh, we can do this.